Hashtag baby, you act so innocent, but I know exactly what you did last night, baby. You wear that innocent smile so perfectly that anyone looking at you would believe you've done nothing wrong. Your eyes carry a softness that could fool an entire world. You laugh without hesitation, speak with confidence, and pretend everything is exactly the way it has always been. But I know, you may think your silence hides everything, yet silence has a language of its own. It reveals what words never can. Every little pause, every unexpected glance, every heartbeat that races for no obvious reason tells a story far louder than anything you could ever say. Last night changed something, not because the world suddenly became different. Not because destiny suddenly appeared out of nowhere, but because you finally allowed yourself to feel something you've been trying to deny for so long. You spent hours pretending your heart wasn't searching for me. You told yourself it was just another ordinary night. You convinced yourself those random thoughts meant nothing. Yet somehow, my name kept finding its way back into your mind. You tried distracting yourself. You opened your phone. You watched videos. You answered messages. You scrolled endlessly, hoping your thoughts would disappear. Instead, every distraction only reminded you of the one thing you were trying so hard to avoid, us. You smiled for no reason. Then suddenly you became quiet. You stared into space longer than usual. Something inside you whispered that life was preparing a chapter you never expected to read. You didn't tell anyone. You couldn't explain it. Because some feelings aren't logical. Some emotions arrive without permission. Some connections refuse to follow ordinary rules. You keep acting like everything is under control. But your heart has already started writing a different story. Every time you say you're fine, your soul quietly asks another question. What if everything happening right now isn't a coincidence? What if every delay was actually protection? What if every goodbye was making room for something far greater? You don't realize it yet, but you've been changing little by little. Your perspective is different. Your energy isn't the same. The things that once mattered don't carry the same weight anymore. People around you notice it. Some admire your growth. Others secretly wonder why you no longer react the way you used to. The truth is simple. You're becoming someone your past can no longer recognize. And that's exactly why certain doors had to close, not as punishment, but as preparation. Last night wasn't important because of where you were. It was important because of what happened inside your heart. For the first time in a long time, you stopped fighting your own emotions. Even if only for a few moments, you admitted the truth to yourself, maybe only in your thoughts, maybe only in a dream, maybe during one quiet moment before you fell asleep, but your heart finally whispered what your mind has been trying to silence. That whisper changed everything. You may wake up pretending nothing happened. You may continue acting innocent. You may convince yourself that nobody could possibly know. But the universe has a funny way of revealing hidden truths. Not through dramatic signs, not through impossible miracles, but through tiny moments that slowly become impossible to ignore. Every conversation, every coincidence, every unexpected memory. Every familiar song, every place that suddenly reminds you of someone, they're all pieces of a much larger picture. and the picture is becoming clearer every single day. You don't need to rush. You don't need to force answers. Everything meant for you is already moving toward you. Some paths take longer because they're leading somewhere extraordinary. Some blessings arrive late because they refuse to come incomplete. You often wonder why your journey feels different from everyone else's. It's because your story was never meant to look ordinary. Your chapter wasn't written to impress people. It was written to transform you. Every challenge built your strength. Every disappointment sharpened your wisdom. Every tear watered the future you're slowly growing into. One day you'll look back and realize none of it was wasted. Not a single heartbreak. Not a single unanswered prayer. Not a single lonely night. They were all preparing you for the life your heart has secretly been hoping for. So keep smiling. Keep believing. Keep becoming. Because what began as one quiet realization last night is slowly becoming the beginning of a beautiful new chapter, and whether you admit it today or months from now, your heart already knows the truth. Sometimes the biggest changes begin in complete silence, long before anyone else notices, long before the world understands, long before the story is finally told. And perhaps, that silent beginning was exactly what happened last night.